Hello, welcome to another video of how to build Stampy's lovely world. In this video, we'll be starting making Stampy's bedroom. If you watched the last video, we got the seed to Stampy's lovely world for Bedrock and Java. For this, we'll be walking through the whole thing step by step on how to build the whole lovely world, starting with Stampy's house, starting with the bedroom. So let's get to it. So first, what we'll need will be spruce logs and spruce fence and a slime block. So spruce log, this spruce fence, and slime. You are gonna want to place this on the coordinates of the first block on 2864,201. That's where you want the first block to be. So 2864,201. Which will be this one. So if you look right over here, to the left side of the screen, it's on 2864,201. Okay. Now with that, we are gonna want to put our spruce. So now we're gonna want to put our spruce fence 7 blocks up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I grab, for what I'm about to do, this is with the World Edit, which is just a fabric mod that you can get for Java. It's 7 right there. And you can also get rid of this tree. Okay, now that the tree is gone, if you have this, you're gonna want to go and put a oak block, an oak plank on the top of it. And you're gonna want to have it extend 1 on each side. So there's this, then you want 1 on each side. You want to grab your spruce fence again and put it on the top. Put it right on the top there. So once you have this, you are gonna want to go, let's see. Okay, so when you do that, you're gonna want to go back 1, then you want to go back another 1. You want to copy it on the same side over here. So it'll look like this. And put your fences all along this. And then once you do that, you are gonna want to go to the side of it with your wooden planks. You want to go add 2 more to the block. And then you want to go 1 in and another 1 in. So it should look like this. Once you do that, you want to go and, before you copy it, put the spruce fences right here. Then once you copy it, or after you go and copy it, once you go and do that, you'll wanna line the whole thing. Besides in the middle. That middle block, leave out right now. After, you're gonna want to go and fill in the whole area with your planks. Including right there, but leave it empty. After, you're gonna want to take your spruce fence and bring it down 7 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you're gonna want to place a spruce plank. You're gonna want to do it also in this side, in the same spot. Go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then place a spruce block under it. And now you're gonna want to grab some grass blocks and break all the ice you see right here. You're gonna want to fill it in to... Gonna want to fill it all in. All the way until you get to about here, where these are. You can go just 2 past, and that'll be fine for right now. And after you do that, you're gonna want to grab your slime blocks. You're gonna want to place 3 slime like this, 1 in front of it and 1 on each side. And then you want to place 1 right here. That's what you want to do for that part. Now, you're gonna want to grab some chains and lanterns. Once you grab those, you're gonna want to place 1 chain right there and then place a lantern. And you're gonna want to do the same thing on this side over here. Once you do that, you're gonna want to go grab a spruce trapdoor. You're gonna want to place it once you grab it, you want to place it right here. So it opens facing that way. And after you do that, you're gonna want to go and grab a crimson sign. And you're gonna want to place it about here. You're gonna want to place it right here. It's blank and you don't have to touch it at all. Now, we're gonna want to go back to our spruce fence right here and go up 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks on each side. So if you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you want to place 1 right there. And same on the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, yep, and then you want to place 1 right there. Once you do that, you want to grab, again, a lantern and place it right under these fences right here. It will look like this. Once you do that, you're going to want to go and grab oak planks, an oak door. You want to grab again a spruce fence and a lantern. And you're going to want to grab some glass panes. Once you do grab those, you're going to want to come 1 out right here and place the door facing this direction. And then you're going to want to surround the door. And then once you do that, you're going to want to place 1 more row above it. And then place a spruce fence. Then right under it, you're going to want to place the lantern. And to do that, you're going to want to place 1, 2, 3 blocks here. And grab your glass pane and put it right on the block. Your glass panes are going to want to go up 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 blocks total. Then you can put them in. And then you just surround it in the top with oak planks. You're then going to want to do it on the other side too. So bring it out 3 blocks, 4, build up 4 right here. You want it this shape again. and add glass panes. Once you do that, you're gonna want to grab some sandstone. And place it directly next to this. 3 blocks, the same as the panes. Then you're gonna want to surround it by oak. And you want to do the same right over here. You want to put 3 sandstone in line with the glass and wrap it around with oak planks. Once you do that, you're gonna want to come down and place 1 more row of oak planks. Once you go and do that, you want to grab some oak stairs and put them upside down along this. After you do that, you're gonna want to again grab your spruce fence right here and a spruce log. And you're gonna want to go to the corner and bring it all the way down until it's 1 into the water. As soon as it's right here, you're gonna want to place a log right there. Over on the other side, it's a little bit different, where it goes far down into the water over here. We'll do that in another video of fully of where it's going. But for now, bring it down to here and just place 2 logs so it hits the ground right there. Once we do that, this whole bottom area should be okay and all done. Once you do that, have that all done, we are gonna want to come over here from up here. You're gonna want to again grab your sandstone and you're gonna want to place 3 up like this, and then you're gonna want to place wood. And then after you just cap it off on both ends, on the bottom you do 2, and it'll look like this. You want to have 4 of these sandstone pillars total. And we'll come back once that's done. Okay, once that's finished, what you're gonna want to do next is copy it right over on the other side. So we'll be back once we do that. Okay, once you do that, they should be identical. Right after you go and do that, you're gonna want to go over here. You're gonna want to add some more sandstone. And you want to do the same pattern all the way until you get over here. Okay, once you're done that, you are gonna want to come over onto the other side here. You're gonna want to fill in this whole floor with wood on this bottom section. And I'm gonna use World Edit. If you do use World Edit, if you have World Edit, and you don't know how to use it, you go and hit this block with a wand. So you hit the corner block you want, and then go all the way to where you want to place it. So you do that. Then you can go and put in replace hashtag air with the block. In this case, it's oak planks. And then it's all filled. Once you go and have all of that filled, you're gonna want to come over to the other side, and you're gonna want to come to the second pillar of sandstone. You're gonna want to break these two pillars, or these two blocks on the pillar, and grab your oak door, and you want it to face to the right. Okay, once you do that, you're gonna want to come over to the other side and do the exact same thing. So you want to come to this pillar here, and place the door facing the same way. Once you do that, we can come right back inside. Once you come over back inside, you can clear your inventory. You want to grab some blue wool, and a light blue wool. We're going to want to place a blue wool from here and bring it all the way over to this wooden plank right here. To do that, it becomes a little more designy-ish. So you want to add 3 to the end right here. And you want to come up 1, add 2, come up another, and add 1. This one should be in line with the door, and should be 3 blocks away from the door. And to do that, you're going to want to do the same thing on the other side, so 2, and then you want to add 3 right here. Then you can go and fill all of this in with your blue wool. Once you do that, it's very easy to do it from here. So you want to add 3 right there, that comes up to that, 2 here, 1 again right here. So it's just doing the exact same pattern, but in blue wool this time. And then you're going to do the pattern again, but with your light blue wool. Once you have this part which should be the middle. And doing it, you shouldn't have this. So we have, basically, this is where we want it. And then after, you're going to want to just bring up the 3 wool here. And then 3 wool here. To do that, you're gonna want to, first, you should get a red bed. And you want to fill this whole area, not the edges. You don't want to fill those edges in. But you want to fill this whole top area in. And if it's done right, the bed should be right here in the center. You want to put it right here in the middle. Where there's, from the light blue, there's 2 on each side. And then there's 1 block of blue wool right there. And then you're gonna just want to fill these 2 sections. Once you do that, you're gonna want to grab some snow block, and you're gonna want to fill in these 2 walls right here. Okay, so the way we're doing this might be a little weird, but first we're gonna want to snow all the way in the bottom. From right here on the left side of the room, with this, you're gonna start building towards the glass. You want to bring up 1, 2, 3, 4. Once we do that, we're going to want to build up to 5, 2 times next to it. So we want to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, twice. And once we do that, we're going to want to do it again, but it wants to go up right, 1 more right over it to go up to 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, once we do that, we're gonna want to do the same thing 1 more time, but going up to 7. So it's 1 more from there. So you do that over here, you're gonna want to copy it right over to the other side over here. Which I'll be back once we do that. Okay, so once we've done that, our walls should be done from over here. After you do that, you're gonna want to go over, start over here. You're gonna want to go and follow your wood. Actually, don't do that. We're gonna want to come over to here and add another row of sandstone. So once we do this, we're gonna break this block and just bring this all the way up to this, right over here. You want to do that with each block having it measured all the way up until this top of the snow. And you're just gonna want to copy the whole pattern again. So an easy way to do it is just this. And I'll be back when it's done. Okay, now that that's done, we are gonna want to go and go back to the top right of the wall over here. I'm saying that I'm not moving, sorry. How about back over to here? You want to go to the top. You are gonna want to go and one of the pillars to the second pillar right here. You're gonna want to go from 1, 2 to the third and break that block. Which will make sense later, and just put a wooden block there. And if you want, you can also put a wooden block right over here. So once you do that, you can come right over to the other side and just put a floor right here. Once you do that, you're gonna want to come over right over to this side, and you're gonna want to grab some glass panes again and some torches. With the glass panes, you're gonna want to come over 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, and then you want to break this block here. You're gonna want to break 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there should be 3 left on the side here that's not broken. And you're gonna want to place glass panes all into this. To do that, you're gonna want to grab your torches. I'm gonna put a torch right here, a torch here, and you want to put a torch right here, and a torch right here. And you're also gonna want to place a torch right there. Right after you do that, you can go and come over to here. You want to break these 2 blocks right here. You also want to grab your windows and place 2 here, and then you can just fill this in right up here. To do that, you're gonna want to grab an item frame and a slime ball. You're gonna want to place it right under this torch, and the slime ball right inside it. Okay, now that's that, then we're gonna start focusing on this side right over here. You can clear your inventory, and you're gonna want to grab a spruce log. You're gonna want to grab a flower pot, a poppy, torches. You're gonna want to grab some spruce fences, some spruce stairs, an ender chest, and that will be it for now. So you're gonna want to grab the spruce log and put it right into this corner with a flower pot on it with a poppy inside. And right above it, you're gonna want to add a torch. And on the other side, you're gonna also want to add a torch there and place an ender chest. To do that, you want to grab some spruce fences, line them up to here where it's climbing up, And then you're going to want to add stairs on each one of those coming up to here, where you can grab some stone, smooth stone slabs, and just put it right there. Inside this ender chest is a map on the top left corner of the whole world, which at the end of the series we'll have the whole map and we'll put it right into the ender chest. Once we do that, all this side, we're gonna want to come over to the other side and we're gonna want to grab, after we empty the inventory, we're gonna grab another spruce log, a cake, chests, a jukebox, a crafting table, some torches, an oak, 2 oak trapdoors we'd want, and a painting. Okay, so we'll want to come right over here, and we want to place a spruce log here with a cake on top, the double chest, a jukebox should be right here, and then a crafting table, all like that. Right above the cake, you want a torch, and right above the jukebox, you want a torch too. Then right over here, on next to the door, you'd want one up here. Right after, you're going to want to break these 2 blocks. You want to go and put 2 trapdoors right like that. And then you're gonna keep trying the painting right up until you get this painting right here. So you get that one, this side is all done. If you do that, you can go and grab bookshelves and some torches. You want to put 1 bookshelf on each side of the bed with a torch on top of it, like this. Once you do that, you're gonna want to grab some spruce fences, and you want to start putting a fence right up to here. You want to go up 3 blocks with it, and grab a smooth stone slab, and put it twice on top of it. Once you do that, you're gonna want to come over here to the jukebox. On the end of this light blue carpet, you want to place 3. And then you're going to want to place a double smooth stone slab. Once you do that, you can break these 3 blocks and start to line the top all with these smooth stone slabs till you get to here. Once you get here, you want to do it 1 more. So you want to go bring it all the way over to here. Oops. After that, you're gonna want to come to this block here, where the fence is. You want to go to the left twice and place a block there. Then you want to go build 1 again, just 1 to the left, just 1 more extra. And then go and fill it into here, and just fill in all of this. This will be the top balcony of Stampy's room. Then gonna want to grab your spruce fences and line this whole top area with them. Besides for in front of the stairs. Once you do that, you can get rid of those. You're gonna want to come all the way over here. You want to grab some red carpet, a cauldron, a water bucket, a dispenser, or sorry, a dropper, and a button, an oak button. Right, you want to add a 2x2 red carpet right in front of this window on the smooth stone slabs. Then after, you're going to want to grab a dropper, place a button on the side, and put a cauldron next to it with some water. This dropper is empty. that is the whole part of the balcony. And we're gonna want to grab a book. There is a for anyone with Java, I'm not sure if this is with Bedrock or not. If you go open your browser, I'll go and show my browser right now. You're gonna want to open up your browser. You're gonna want to search Minecraft book writer. And then on minecraft.tools, there should be a link of Minecraft book editor, and you want to click it. Once it loads, you're gonna want to grab, or not grab, sorry. You're gonna want to open it up, delete all the text inside it. You're gonna want to write, I accept your previous offer. You may have the funland back if you leave my castle. It is Christmas today. And we don't have a home. Oops. We will allow you and your dogs to leave. And I'm gonna go and quickly check how this looks before I continue. So if we go over to Minecraft and paste in the command, sometimes you'll need to grab a command block for this. And paste the command in. Yeah, as you see, sometimes it won't work, but that's okay. If we come back over to here, we'll look at it after. We want to add another page, and it says Merry Christmas. And then I'm going to come down to the book title and put I accept with, and then for the book author, you're going to want to put hit the target. And it would be an original book. Go and put a book preview. This is what it'll look like. Which is slightly not what we want. We want the and on another page, and we don't have a home on another page. So if we come over to here, just press enter and then press enter right here. Then if we do it again, then this is how it should look. Then we just want to generate the command to the text. I just realized you guys can't see any of this. Basically, this is what you want. So you want the book titles, I accept, the book author should hit the target, and the book should look like this. You just want to generate the command, grab it, This command will be in the description. Go back to Minecraft. Grab a command block and paste it in. Sometimes it'll do this. Which I'll fix and be back. Okay, so I'm back. I did end up having to use a different website called gamergeeks.net, and it's just basically the same thing. This is all I have. You can put in your own version. I'm on Java 1.21.4, but they have all these other versions. And it just has all of this. And again, this command will be in the description. So once you have this, you're gonna want to grab a item frame. You want to come over here. You're gonna want to go to the third block right here, well, the second going up. Go 1, 2, place the item frame, and then the book. And that should be the whole interior of the room done. All that's left is to finish the walls, the roof, and to fill this chest. So if we go and do that, I'll be back once I have everything ready. Okay, so what we're gonna get is a cake, 2 pieces of red carpet, 38 pieces of red wool, 11 pieces of warped plank, 15 nether brick, 1 egg, 64 scaffold, 43 light blue wool. Sorry, no, it's cyan wool. We want 43 of that. And 43 rockets. It's 43. And then you want to open the chest and fill the whole thing in order with what we just got. After, we want to get 16 sticks. And then 5 cobblestone. 1 piece of sandstone. 3 crimson soul torches. A diamond sword. And we also want to grab an elytra. And they're usually used 3 of the items in this chest. But I'm not going to do that. You can if you want. You want 17 oak wood planks. There's another hit the target book, which we'll do after. Right now we'll just replace that with a book, so we can continue doing it. We want another diamond sword, and then we want to put all of this into the chest. Then after, we're now going to want to put some iron boots, some diamond armor, which will be the leggings. Then we want the chest plate, and then a helmet. Then we're gonna want another helmet, but this will be enchanted with protection 1. So we'll get a protection 1 book, and then we'll quickly enchant that. So protection 1 and just grab an anvil. Then we can go those in and just enchant it, which will be right there in our inventory. We also have a bow we want to do, but I'll do that after the bread, because we want 50 bread. And then we want a bow with unbreaking 3. And then again, we want to grab another anvil. And the helmet and the bow are used, like the elytra is, but I'm not doing that. We need a gold sword. We need a shield. The shield's also used. And that's all for this row. So if we just pop those into there. We then want to grab a oak sign. And then we want 2 iron swords. We then want a wooden sword. And then we want a diamond sword. And that completes all of the chest. And for this book, we'll go back to that website and I'll show you how to use it. So if I come back over to Brave. So once you open Brave, you want to go to this website, which this website will be in the description. So if you just want to, if you've been using it, just clear everything. You want to hit the target as the author. You're going to want to name it your choice. So your choice is the name for it, the uppercase C. Again, by hit the target, it says, "Hello, Stampy. Welcome to my castle. I know why you are here. Because of Barnaby." It's a Barnaby. And you're going to want to add a page break. And write, "Your dog will die. I don't know when he will die. Maybe maybe tomorrow. Maybe the day after. Maybe in a few short minutes." And then it will be, if you want to save him, I have 1, and then you want to go and put another page break. I have 1. That's weird, but it just has I have 1. Give me your lovely world. This land and everything built on it will belong to me. You must leave and never return. And that's that. We want to have another page break, and it will be you must choose ... your world or your friend. You better decide quick before Veeva Dash's poison decides for you. And that's the book. And then after, you just want to go copy the command, and we're gonna want to go back over to Minecraft. You're gonna want to grab a command block, paste in the command, and power it, and then you'll have the book. And now that we have the book, you just want to put it into the chest, right where that book was. After that, that should be the whole room done. We just need to add the outer walls, the rest of them, and the roof. So if we come over to this side, we're going to want to grab some oak. We're also going to want to grab sandstone, and we want some oak slabs. We're going to want to add slabs all across this wall here. I want to add slabs, and you're going to add a full block here and over here. Sorry for the lag, I don't know what's lagging. And then add sandstone all the way to over here. You then want to go and add a row of slabs. First, you do want to add a block of oak right there, but you want to add a whole row of slabs going all the way across. And then again, a block here with another slab. And then you're going to want to continue this all the way until you get up here, and I'll see you then. So, once the roof's all done, it'll look like this. I'll show more in a second, but inside it'll just look like this. And then, oops. The roof will look like this. There are torches on it, so you're going to want to grab some torches. You're going to want to put one here. And then 1, 2, 3, and down the 4th. And if you come over here, you do the same thing, but you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then put on the 5th, which will look like this. And then you want to skip a row, and then you want to come up to the next row right here. Oops. Yeah, so you skip this row and come up to here. Then just copy the whole pattern, so it'd be like this again. And then just want to put one also here. And then here. And there's also one, you're gonna want to put a stray torch just right there. So it'll look like this. This should be all done now. For all of this, I believe. Oh, and there's also a torch just up on this. And then that is it for the torches. So this should be the whole world. I'll have a fly around going around the world to show you, or not the world, but the build, and everything should be good. We have everything done, and when I'm recording this video, I'll go and write notes on what to put in the description. So all of your stuff should be in the description, because this will be going out within probably a few days after me posting, because I've edited. But I'll also be putting a video up on why it'll take. It takes a pretty long time for each video. Usually you can probably get most people a video out within every few days with just normal, but I want to go and put out a video on what I'm doing, why it takes so long, because I don't want this to be just looking and boring and stuff. But thank you for watching the video. See you next time.